and I have 2 more scrapbooks to share with you guys. I know in some previous videos this month I said I was done, and at the time I was kind of thinking, I think I have more scrapbooks somewhere. So these were in my living room, and all of a sudden I realized the other day, I was like, oh, I never did do these. But I wanted to share these with you guys in the month of April, because I know I've mentioned a couple times throughout the month that I'm getting ready to start a really big scrapbooking project in May, and I'm kind of revamping the entire way scrapbook. And so these 2 scrapbooks, this brown one and then this one, when I show you guys this one, these 2 were really like scrapbooks that I did, that I had a lot of time. This was 2007. So we had just gotten married. We'd been married about 6 months. I didn't have any kids. And this is really what I loved doing. I mean, I still love doing it, but I didn't, I only worked the first 4 months we were married, and I had some health problems and some things happened, and so I stopped working, and then I didn't have a kid, and so my house was really clean, and my scrapbooks, I had a lot of time to scrapbook. And so these scrapbooks, I would sit on the living room floor. I just had a little box of stuff. I didn't have that much, so I just had a couple crates of stuff, and I would sit on the living room floor, and in the evening time when my husband would come home, we would sit and watch movies, and I would scrapbook, or, you know, I just had a lot of time to sit and focus and just scrapbook. So this is what I really love about scrapbooking, and this is what I wish I had time to do, but because I don't, I kind of found this new sort of way to scrapbook, and I'm really excited to start it. And so I just wanted to show you guys the last couple scrapbooks I have. So this was 2007, and I had just started using eyelets. Wendy had showed me how to use them, because I didn't know. And so it was fun using those. So this is just a page I had kind of, okay, so I just got married. I didn't have any kids. I didn't do anything. I didn't have anything to scrapbook, really. So I had seen this idea about scrapbooking facts about you. So that's how I started off my 2006 scrapbook, is with some pictures of me and kind of about me. And then we got our dog that I miss so much. At the beginning of that year, we got him. And so I just took pictures of us getting him. And then this was pictures of where I live. Oh, I skipped one. Okay, so this was we were painting. I was painting our old house, and I took pictures of it. And then this was where I live now. We had taken a trip down here to visit some people, and we stopped and took some pictures, and I just missed here where I live now. I missed it. We lived about 4 hours away. And so I took some pictures, and then this is like just some facts about the county, and that I thought it was kind of neat. And then this was a trip we took to see some family. And as you can see, like, I didn't have very much. I had my Creative Memories circle system. And I remember this year I bought the first thing I bought after we had gotten married was I bought a 12-inch trimmer, because prior to that I didn't even have a 12-inch trimmer. So I was hand journaling all of my stuff. This was a trip we took up the coast. We drove up the coast and stayed at a little inn. This was the first layout that I got an idea from a magazine. And it was this, if you can believe this, I hand cut all these letters out. I printed them out on the computer, cut them out on my, I printed the letters, I cut them out, I laid them on my pattern paper, traced the letters, and then cut the letters out again. And then this was the first time I had used my printer, to put, it had never occurred to me. So I started journaling using my computer. I started kind of trying to figure out a way to kind of do some of that stuff. And then here's some pennies from, I told you guys in a previous scrapbook that I do that. And then these are just some pictures I took of the ocean and of some lighthouses. And this is actually Point Arena. I don't know if you're familiar with the movie Forever Young with Mel Gibson, but this is where it was filmed, was Point Arena. And so we got to go up and see, yeah, I mean, there was nothing there from the movie, but it's just kind of neat that it was filmed there. And this is just where we stay. This is one of my favorite layouts. I started really getting more into scrapbooking and doing more details and kind of just starting to you know, figure things out and stuff. This was just a trip that I took to see a friend. And then this was Easter. It's amazing how I didn't have how much I didn't have. I just had so little supplies that it's just funny to me now, what I do now. And then this started our summer traditions, going to see my grandparents. And I was pregnant with Kayla. So I was very sick. I was very nauseous through the trip. And then usually we used to, not so much now because we live here, but we used to stop in this exact same spot every summer, and we would take we have another scrapbook, I think I've already showed it. We have family pictures with the kids there. And if you can believe it, this layout I did at Wendy's, and it took me 3 hours to do this layout. I have no idea why. I just remember it was just hard putting it together. I didn't know what to do, and I remember afterwards thinking, that took me 3 hours. So then this was fun. I did this page at Wendy's too. I used stickers. I've gotten a couple comments on YouTube because I've made comments about using stickers. I guess maybe I sounded like I never used them or I was beneath them or something, but I used to use them. You can see, it's just because it's what I had. I mean, I don't necessarily use them anymore, but at one time I did. I just have kind of gotten away from it. These were some, not, stickers, but 3D type stickers, you know. It was before I didn't have a Cricut. So this is all done, either it's hand cut out, this is hand cut out. This is a Creative Memories, it's like the circle cutter, but it's a heart, and I loved this. I printed a song out on vellum. It was the first time I ever used vellum, and I printed a song out on vellum. And then it was the first time I used ribbon too. And Wendy, she used to she was actually the one that used to teach me to do things. Like, she taught me how to use ribbon, she taught me how to chalk, she taught me how to use eyelets and buttons, and it's like I would come to her house and I'd be like, okay, like I'd be all excited and I'd be like, okay, teach me something new. And then she would, and then I would, you know, use it a lot, and, you know, until I was ready to learn something new. So this page is awful, I think. I had this little flower punch, and these are actually, these flowers, I punched the actual pictures of the flowers that we planted. I punched the actual photo to do the flower. I loved this paper, and I did all these. I had this stencil, and I did all these dots everywhere. And I used those things, I don't know what you call them, but you know, those little like puffy sticker type things, sets. And I used like kind of like punches. I remember I got this punch and I was so excited to use it. My pregnancy with Kayla was probably my best, the most fun, like, out of my pregnancies. The other two were hard. So I look at these and it was fun to be pregnant with her. And then Christmas, I thought I was so creative because I made these circles into ornaments. I was so proud of myself when I did that. These were photos. Wendy actually took these photos. They were our family photo. Oh, I love that. That's so cute, that snowman. And I just did, these were just photos from when she took our photos that year. And then, this is funny, if Wendy watches this, she'll laugh at me. So we went, it was the first year, this was the first year we were married, and then also Wendy got married the same year I got married. So we both got married in 2006, and so 2007 was, I guess it was our second Christmas married, but it was the first Christmas that we had, we traveled down and we saw her, and we went, they have this tradition when they go to this certain place to get Christmas trees. And so I was so excited because we got to go with them, and we didn't get a Christmas tree because we were just visiting, but it was so fun. We went with them to get a Christmas tree, and we had a lot of fun, and we took all these photos, and so I scrapbooked them. You can see, you know, there's Kevin and Wendy right there. And, you know, here we are all together, Kevin and Wendy and Tina and Esau were all together, and it was this fun thing. So later on, like, I came down to visit her again, and I was looking through her scrapbook because I always, when I go to her house, I always get her scrapbooks out and look at them. And I noticed that there were no photos of, when she scrapbooked this page in her scrapbook, there was no photos of us. And I said to her, what's this? Like, where are we? And she says, I left you guys out of it because it was like the first time we went to get a Christmas tree. And so she like just wanted it to be like her and Kevin. And I totally laughed at her, and I was like, I put you in my scrapbook. Like, you know, it was like this moment where I was like, how could you crop me out of your scrapbook? And so I always give her a hard time. I laugh at her. You know, I don't really care, but it was just funny. So anyways, that's my 2007 scrapbook. I talked a lot on this one, guys. Sorry. So I hope you guys enjoyed. this scrapbook, and I'll have one more for you. Hopefully it'll get in this month, and then I'm super excited to share with you guys what I'm going to start doing for my scrapbooks at the beginning of May. So make sure you come back and listen to me ramble some more. Thanks guys for coming by the blog.